So let's have a look at the 2024 Higher Level Maths Junior Cert paper question 12. The first three patterns in a sequence are shown below. Each pattern consists of white squares and shaded squares. Draw pattern 4. So I've done that here. What you can see here is along the diagonal you've got 3 shaded squares, so 4 shaded squares, 5 shaded squares, and I've got 6 shaded squares here, and there's always one up here in the corner as well. So I've included that. And they are squares 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5 and 6 by 6. Second part here is complete the table below to show the number of shaded squares and the total number of squares in the sequence. Give your answer in the last row in terms of n, where n is natural. Okay, so in the first one we have 4 shaded squares, and that's done for us. In the second one we have 5, in the third one we have 6, in the fourth one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, next one is going to be 8, and you can see here that what's happening is we have n, which is here, plus 3. We're adding 3 to this number here to get this number. 3 plus 3, 6, 4 plus 3, 7, 5 plus 3, 8. So this number here is going to be n plus 3. The total number of squares is they're just going to be square numbers. So in the first case here we had 3 by 3, 9. Here we got 4 by 4, 16. 5 by 5, 25. We got 6 by 6, 36. So let's just fill those out. So we have 4 by 4, 16. 5 by 5, 25. 6 times 6, 36, 7 sevens, 49. So really it's just the n plus 2 squared. This is the n here. Add 2, you'll get 3, square it, you get 9. Take 2, add 2, you'll get 4, square it, you'll get 16. Take 5, add 2, you'll get 7, square it, you'll get 49. And that's it for part B. So in pattern K, the difference between the total number of squares and the number of shaded squares is 271. Show that this means k squared plus 3k plus 1 equals 271. So we can see here that the total number of squares is n plus 2 squared. The number of shaded squares is n plus 3. So we want the difference between those two, and we're told that it's 271. So let's write that down. Now we're talking about pattern K, so instead of the n I'm just going to put in a k plus 2 squared. We've got to subtract the k plus 3 and we should get 271, or that's what they're telling us the difference is. So all we've got to do is multiply all this out and hopefully we'll get this here. So remember, k plus 2 squared is k plus 2 times k plus 2. So really what you've got to do is multiply this by this, this by this, this by this, and this by this one here. So when you do that here you get k squared plus 2k plus 2k plus 4. Now we're just going to do this bit here, so that's minus k, minus times plus is minus 3, is equal to 271. So when you simplify that, you're going to get k squared. We've got plus 2k minus 1k. So that's 4k minus 1k, which is plus 3k. We've got a plus 4 minus 3, so that's plus 1. And that's equal to 271, and that is it. Okay, let's have a look at the last part then. Solve the equation. Okay, so we've got to solve this. So a couple of ways of doing this. K squared plus 3k. I'm going to bring the 271 over. So I'm going to subtract 271 from both sides. That'll give me minus 270 is equal to 0. Because I know this is a quadratic trinomial, you bring everything over to one side. So let's see, we've got to solve this. Now there are a couple of ways of doing this. You can factorize it directly. They don't say work out the value and give your answer correct to so many decimal places. So I'm assuming that we can factorize this. If you couldn't factorize it, the other way of doing it is just to use the quadratic formula, the minus b formula, and you'll get there eventually anyway. It's going to be 18 times 15 will give me 270, and the difference between 18 and 15 is 3. So this is going to work. Now I need to multiply 18 by 15 to give me a minus, so I need plus times minus. I need the signs to be different. Now because this is a plus, the bigger one has to be plus. This is the bigger one here, 18k. So I'm going to put the plus there, the minus here. So that should work. Let's see, k times k will give me k squared. Plus times minus will give me minus, and 18 times 15 will give me the 270. Here I'll have plus 18k minus 15k, so that'll give me the plus 3k in the middle. Now what I've got to do is say, well, k plus 18 is equal to 0, or k minus 15 is equal to 0. So subtract 18 from both sides, you get k is equal to minus 18. Add 15 to both sides, that gives me k is equal to plus 15. Now because k is a natural number, I think we're told that up here, we're certainly told that n is a natural number here. It has to be a natural number anyway because you're talking about pattern numbers. It's pattern number 1, pattern number 2. You can't have a pattern number minus 18. So it has to be plus 15. So my answer here, my answer is k is equal to 15. Now as I say, the other way of doing that is just using the minus b formula, so I'll just quickly run through that. Let's see, we've got a is equal to 1, you've got b is equal to 3, and you've got c is equal to minus 270. So it's minus b, so we've got k here is going to be equal to minus b, so it's minus 3 plus or minus the square root of b squared, so 3 squared, minus 4 times a times minus 270, which is c, all over twice a. A is 1. So that's going to give me, let's see, minus 3 plus or minus the square root of something here over 2. So let's see, 3 3's 9, and then minus times minus is plus, and we've got to do 4 times 270, which is 1080. So that'll give me minus 3 plus or minus the square root of 1089. So let's just finish this off. So we got minus 3 plus or minus, I'm assuming that that does square root. So the square root of 1089 is 33. Perfect. And that's over 2. So our answer then is minus 3 plus 33. So minus 3 plus 33 over 2. So this is k, or k is equal to minus 3 minus 33 over 2. So again, let's see, k is equal to, well, minus 3 plus 33 is 30 over 2, which is 15. Or you've got minus 3 minus 33, that's minus 36 divided by 2, so that'll give me minus 18. So again, the answer here is k is equal to 15. So that's it for this question.